And good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. This is Risco in Tokyo. I got it right. I can get it right sometimes. It's Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some dreams. I got to get on the actual channel because I'm not on the actual channel. But we can run. Go on my channel. I need to keep an eye on chat. Not that there's anybody in chat right now. It's not like a thing, but you know, just to be safe, just to be certain. Well, I haven't played Dreams in like since the last time we were streaming regular. Really, it's been a while. I'm betting everything's probably different now. Everything has changed. Everything is new. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Who's to say? Maybe it is new. Maybe it's not. We got our fingers crossed that things are a little bit more since the last time around. It kind of is an issue with dreams that you kind of get a lot of cruft, a lot of cruft in dreams. I mean, which is, to be fair, it's like it is in LBP as well. I mean, you can't really say it's not. It totally is, but it's still, there's dross. Dross is a better word than cruft, I think, in this case. Charlie Dross, who wrote the Lint Trap Chronicles. That's kind of like the Library Files and Charles Stross, and I don't know. Okay, I don't know where I was going with anything. I don't know where I'm going with anything. I'm just waiting for people to show up. We could like decorate, but I don't even remember how to decorate. I don't remember making this. I guess we must have done. That freaking big ass tree over there. I mean, I guess I wanted some platforming because we could have platforming in our hub, but it just seems like, what am I gonna do with this big ass tree? It exists. It is a tree that exists in my hub. Is there a thing? That's just it? It just stops? Okay, that's cool. What are we gonna do here while we are waiting? Whilst we wait? What do the even buttons do? I'm hitting buttons, nothing's happening. Okay, I'm outside of my sprite. I can't move, so that's not useful. I can't pan. I just kind of rotate, I guess. Oh, okay, we got stuff. Photo mode? No. Release? No. Obey auto guides? I don't think we need to. What's this shit down here? Thermo details. Graphics memory. Why is it at 84%? I don't know. I don't know. We'll get rid of that. Now, wait. Okay, now it's at 62%. We can open with X. Graphics memory represents the amount of graphical data in your scene in the form of sculptures and paintings. I guess we just got a lot of crap. Okay. I mean, it's kind of useless to us. Does it just mean we got too much stuff? I mean, we hardly have anything here, though. I've seen people's home spaces that are a lot more complex than this. Whatever. What are the tools? We can clone? I don't want to clone nothing. I don't want to undo nothing. I don't want to search stuff. Just, I guess, it's just stuff, I suppose. There's an angular gravestone? Do I want that? Do I want a realistic skull? Do I want anything? I want the amp. I like the amp. Okay, we'll put the amp. Can we rotate the amp? We can. Like that. Okay. And we make it really big. And then we stamp. Oh my god, it shoots out like dealy bobbers? I don't... Do I want to shoot out dealy bobbers? So what happens now? Wait, why do I have 2 amps? I don't want 2 amps. This can't be good for my thermo. Can they kill me? I don't know. They're just flying in the trees. Nope, no sir, don't like it. Don't like it. How do I get out of... No, 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 that's not what we want to do. We want to... We want to get rid of that. Because it's ugly and I don't like it. Tools... Imp? Well, can I go kill that? I can grab... There we go. It was just, you know, it was whatever. It's fine. I guess. What if I erase some of this stuff? Does this help? Oh. Yeah, fudge it. Erase that too. Like, everything is just too graphically complex, but we erased a ton of crap. What do you want from me, game? Because I'm not getting rid of the crow. Get rid of the teddy bear, I suppose. Did that help? No, I don't know. I have no idea if anything helps. Heck with it. I'm gonna play some stuff. People will come when they come. And if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Exit editor. Grab me. And go. We got highlights, we got a community jam. I'm not gonna shape anything. What's our message? Hello dreamers, we're aware of a bug affecting new Dreams users, where control prompts are displayed on a small selection of content when using the left and right sticks control scheme. Our team are working for a fix for January, but in the meantime we suggest switching to the motion sensor function control scheme and reporting any encounters with this issue to our forums. Do we have forums? I mean, I guess so. There's a QR code, but I'm not fudging around with that. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, sure. Cool. Get involved as a player. Winter sports. Oh, hello, Miss 001. It is a pleasure to see you. I hope that you are doing very, very well tonight. Just fooling around. Really going to do a couple of hours of Dreams play. If you have any Dreams creations that you've played and think would be fun to take a look at, then by all means mention them in the chat and we will give them a look. This is very free form in our Dream stream. Although I don't know what's going on here. Is this a level? Can I play or am I just looking? I guess we're just looking. That's it? Gitan Games presents. Okay. I hope the holidays have been treating you well. Miss, I hope that there's been no stress. I know the holidays can be up and down for folks. Some folks deal pretty well with the winter holidays, some not so well, but hopefully you're on the happier experience of holidays side of things. What is this even? Also, when did we get glass material? I think the last 8 months have been, I think people have been doing an awful lot with Dreams. I play Dreams, for example, I play Super Great Job Human in Dreams. I don't know if I ever played Super Great Job in Human, but I think I will give that a shot. I've played a bunch of stuff, but I don't my memory is terrible, to be honest. So actually let me write that down as a note before I forget, because if I don't, I'll probably forget by the end of this creation. Super Great Job Human. Very low-tech me. Did we play that one before? Well, I mean, even if we played it before, we've looked at creations more than once. We run with the R2. We have no double jump. I feel like Kronos should be here to comment on that. Oh, nice. Somebody figured out how to get ice to work. Fight with the stick. Oh, well, thank you so much, miss. I appreciate that. Right now, it's a lot of Binding of Isaac videos and stream VODs. But from next week, we should be getting some Little Big Planet level lookouts. I should be starting those up again. We've got the jump, but we don't have the double jump. I'm really looking forward to it. I miss making those videos. There was a bit of time where I kind of needed a break because I've been doing it for a couple of years. Oh gosh, we died. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and the last 2 years, you know, 2020, 2021 were pretty stressful for everybody, I think. But I just didn't have the spoons to do video work. But I'm getting back into it now, and I'm really, really excited about it. I don't know yet if I'll be doing Dreams Creations lookouts, because those videos were a lot more, they took a lot more time to put together, and I don't have like all the time in the world, unfortunately. But we might. Maybe that would be nice for like a once a month type of thing, instead of a once a week. Things to think about. Now our character here is very slow and is getting his butt kicked, actually, unfortunately. Now, can I not progress? I can progress. Excellent. I wish there was a sprint, because gosh, we are very slow. Oh, fudge. Timing on this jump is really weird, but kind of like the timing on all of the movement on this character is really weird. Now, granted, that's better than anything that I can do in Dreams, but even still, I feel like this might have needed a little bit more time in the oven. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I mean, I appreciate the effort. Do I watch anime? I watch some anime, but I haven't really watched anything in a little while recently. I missed out on Demon Slayer. Like, do you recommend it? Because it was super big. It was everywhere over here, and I didn't have TV at the time, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But yeah, everybody was going on about it. So I'm assuming that it was really quite good. The last, I think the last anime that I watched was, it was not the best thing ever. Okay, that's fair enough. I think the last thing that I watched was Girls' Last Tour. I watched that when I was still living in Osaka, so that would have been probably last summer, I think. I really liked Girls' Last Tour. I wish the anime had been a bit longer to kind of cover not necessarily everything that was in the manga, because, I mean, the manga is very dense for only being 6 volumes. It's very emotionally dense. And it feels like the anime kind of ends very abruptly. You don't get the full emotional payoff that the manga has. And it was very, both of them are very, very touching. And I think that the anime was really quite well done. I think they did an excellent job with it. I just do wish that they had the chance to do more with it. At least to do the very final arc, because the very final arc is really quite, I think, really quite special. Um, let's see, what was Super Great Job Human? Let's check that out. Super. Ah, hold on a second. What is our space button? Oh, I hope you enjoy it. It's. Let me think of it. Is there anything that would be worth warning before going into it? There's nothing really that needs content warnings, I think, with that. It's not like a high gore anime. There's not a lot of there's not like a lot of well, there's not really a lot of violence at all in it. It's very quiet. It's very chill. Um, there's a lot of melancholy. Like it has a very sad feel to it, but also the interactions between the two main characters and basically I think there's maybe only four speaking characters in the entire anime. Um, and two of those characters only show up in one episode. But the interactions with the two main characters, there's something that's very positive and cheerful. Cheerful is maybe not the best word. It's good, but it's a little bit heavy. I guess I guess that's maybe the easiest, quickest way to put it. So kind of know that going into it. Um, Super great job. Stop backing out, Risco. Honestly, though, yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's there we are, there we are. Um, I think it's definitely worth the time to put into it, and it is short. It is quite short. So now this looks familiar. Game requires use of DS4 motion controls and may not function properly without them. Guide Rom through the land of obsolete technology in search of the ancient relics that may help him escape his terrible fate. Now, oh, we have played it because it's got continue on it. Alright. Let's see what else. Where were we? Okay, so we've got that. We got a checkpoint. I have no idea where I was in this level. It's good to know that I actually did play it, though. Alright, now, I know those things can hurt us, so we're going to want to watch out for those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've watched that would be recommendable. I'm just gonna ride on top of this Tamagotchi for a while. Oh, crumbs! You fooled me. What were the rest of our controls? I know I liked School Live. I thought that was pretty well done. And it's another kind of short one. I don't think School Live is particularly long. Cute Girls During Zombie Apocalypse. But I thought it had a much better emotional core than I think it gets credit for, and is much better than much better than High School of the Dead, which is kind of a similar concept, but very poorly handled. Now, how do I get rid of y'all? Oh, crumbs! There's a good game too from a Japanese creator. Ooh, let me write that down. Yggdrahel. 3D action puzzle. Okay, let me get that one down. Yggdrahell. Gotcha. Excellent. Well, we'll fiddle around with this for a little while, and then we'll take a look at that one next. Okay, so we can we can fly out of our ROM buddy. Now, how do I get back in here? Oopsies. Oh, I think I broke it. I can drag ROM now? I don't want to drag him, though. No, crumbs, crumbs, crumbs. Wait, what? I've gone separate. Oh, no. What am I doing? Oh, crumbs. Tell your laptop I love her. God, my apartment is so freaking cold. I will tell you what. Controls, that's what we want. Move, camera, jump. Release imp, use imp. Change jammies. I don't think we've gotten that yet. Wireless cap lock, I don't think we've gotten that yet either. Okay, so we can't change the jammies. Right, we haven't unlocked either of those. Now, I think I kind of sort of remember we use you to no, that's not how that works. We can't drag things. I keep on getting killed. Now, I deserve the death that I'm getting, but at the same time, I do love the chill music, though. Okay. Alright, so that makes us float. And we can do stunts? Wait, what? Come back here. I want to do stunts. How do I do stunts? No, not jammies. Not jammies. I thought there was it said do stunts. I guess that was a stunt. Kind of, sort of, ish. All right. We're back to this spot. I want to change my imp. I had this really nice imp that I liked, and then I changed it for Halloween, and now I can't get back to it. And it really makes me a little bit sad. I mean, sad is a bit of a strong term, but no. Okay, look, I'm supposed to be grabbing on that. Oh, crumbs! Darn it! Ooh, did we find a secret? We totally did not find a secret? We just found the limits of our ability? And they're not very wide, these limits. Alright, I'm gonna try to get back up to that spot one more time. And if it doesn't work out, I might bounce out of here for now and just leave this to do another time. Because I see what I need to be doing. I'm just doing it very poorly. Which, I mean, to be frank, is kind of on brand. But even still, you know, you wanna show off a little bit. Well, I don't know if you want to show off, but you know, I'd like to show off a little bit. I'm not averse to showing off. Okay, we can float. We're floating. Okay, we did the float. So now we gotta get over to there. Easy peasy 1, 2, 3-zy. Except totally not. Except totally yes. Now, does this... Oh crap! We can dance! I had no idea. I had no idea. Look at us. We're just jamming. Oh wait, now I'm stuck dancing. Okay. I thought we would dance forever. Which, there's worse ways to go, I suppose, but even still. Now, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. We got this. Ish. No! Crumbs! Oh, come on! They send us back here? What cruelty? What just utter cruelty? At least we know how to get back up here. Gonna jump. Now, I wonder if that water has physics. About games outside Dreams, do you play Final Fantasy? I have not actually played Final Fantasy. I have not played a Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy X before I came to Japan. So I'm kind of behind the curve on the Final Fantasy action. Oh fudge! Final Fantasy X is amazing. Final Fantasy X is a wonderful game. I loved the living heck out of Blitzball. I think Blitzball kind of got a lot of crap from people because it could be frustrating and it could be annoying, and because you had to use Titus and nobody seemed to like Titus for some reason. Because he was a proto-twink, I think. I don't think they were ready for the proto-twink action. But I loved Blitzball. And Lulu's belt dress, like if I had the confidence, I would totally rock the belt dress. I mean, I think you need to have a certain amount of confidence to deck yourself out like Lulu does, but it's a look. It's a total look. I can't remember while I was looking this up. I think maybe this was like a couple of years ago, I think. We were talking about Final Fantasy X on in one of our streams, and how Auron is like, he's portrayed as the old man. He's like the old crotchety Gigi. And he's had a hard life, and he's lost an arm, and now he's a heavy drinker, and he's bitter and cynical. And I looked up Auron in on a wiki, and he's 35 freaking years old. I'm sitting here at 43 right now, and I'm like, that's your old man? Because I remember when I first played Final Fantasy X, and I didn't know. Us, Hive, we are doing dreams. Hive, it is wonderful to see you tonight. It is always wonderful to see you. Hive, Miss 001 has dropped in for this stream, and first time here, is proven to be a really chill person, really cool person, so I hope that y'all get along. Miss Hive is one of my mods. They are a absolutely wonderful person, somebody I trust with the sword, and someone I've known for, gosh, a couple of years now. Hasn't it been, Hive? I think, well, you knew me in the before, so that's like going on 3 years now, which, in this day and age might as well be 20. Because 3 years back feels like a very long time ago. But yes, I was just, we were talking about honestly though, talking about Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasies in general, and the fact that Auron is the old man at 35, which is just terribly sad. I think, Miss, I think I'm gonna check out, Yggdrahel, because I don't remember how to progress in Super Great Job Human, but I do like Super Great Job Human a lot, and thank you for reminding me of its existence. But yeah, I'm gonna put that one on the back burner for right now, and check out Yggdrahel. I see this name or variations on this name all the time, and I have yet to figure out how it's supposed to be pronounced. Even though I've seen it written in katakana, which gives you the pronunciation, but it just goes right out of my head immediately. DR, like a Y double G DR, all in one spree. Just my tongue doesn't know what to do with that. There we are. View cover. ゆきとはブロックを動かして強壁の謎を解こう. So we're going to move the blocks to solve the giant... Oh, well, it tells us that in English. While I appreciate... Oh, I know Samora. I mean, I don't know Samora. I haven't, like, met the person, but I know we've taken a look at their levels before. I'm going to have to... I don't know if we've taken a look at their levels in Little Big Planet, but the name definitely rings bells. If you want to try Nagant Adventure after this, I'll absolutely give that a look. Tron Legacy and Hypercycle are NA23 after. Gotcha. Let me write down Nagant. Okay. Hive, we got the notes going again. I really need to get myself a new pad, a new notepad, so I can make more confusing notes for the future. Because I think like all the old notes might have gotten thrown out in the move. I might have saved some of them, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's try this out. All 128 levels? Holy crumbs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through 128 levels, I'll tell you that much, but we will do our best. Victor Hell, how to play. Very nice look to it. Ido, okay. So we're going to move with the left stick. We're going to pull out the block. We're going to grab the blocks with square. So, broku wo tsukamu. And square plus L, bloku ido. So we can move the blocks with square plus L. Broku wo kashite, I know that's the kanji for foot and location. I wonder if it's Ashijo? Ashiba? Maybe it's Ashiba. Tsukutte goal wo... Okay, so we want to make a path to the goal. That makes sense. Goal wo mesashite nobotte ko. Yes! Okay, I got that. That makes sense. It's a Catherine-like, but without the transphobia. You know... Catherine looked neat until I read basically anything about it, and I'm so glad that I dodged that bullet, because everything that I've read and heard about Catherine sounds like... Okay, the evil baby with a chainsaw sounds kind of cool, but basically everything else, everything about the story of Catherine just sounds real bad. Like, not a fun time. I should have kept notes about the notes I gave you. I mean, I just caught that one. Maybe? Quite possibly. Let's see. We can do this. We're gonna give it a shot. It looks nice, like just straight up from the off the cuff. I really appreciate the... What do I got? 遊び方、ブロックを動かして登れる。Ah, slow down! I can't read it that fast. 行ったりして階段を作れ。Alright, so we're gonna push and pull and make a staircase. やり直したいときはボタンを押して。See, now, if you're gonna put your instructions up on a level, I do think that you should allow the player to prompt, like to push their way through the instructions themselves. Okay, so we can't jump, we just do it naturally. Oh, but now I can't get up to it. I see what... Wait, what? What the hell did I just do? Hold on a second here. Oh, crumbs! Don't fall, don't fall. Do I just automatically climb? Do I automatically swim? What the heck did I just do? You can rotate the camera and zoom in and zoom out. That's probably a good thing to know. Thank you for telling me. There's a strong competitive Catherine scene, but the main personality behind the scene killed it as soon as news about Full Body came out. I'm guessing that this was the mercy killing kind of killing. Because they weren't... Oh... Now, let's see. How do I want to do this? I have no brains. And then... Okay, so that's how I drop down. I do this. There was the, we're not going to be bringing publicity to a game that somehow managed to do worse when they were given a chance. That's, I appreciate that then. I definitely appreciate that. Now, I'm guessing that that's a block that we can't pull out. Okay, that wasn't so hard. Oh, but I should have gotten the other, letter. Maybe that letter told us where to drop off the ransom. Now we'll never be able to get our chickens back. I am working squirrel magic. It reminds me very much of the demolition job when I got to climb up on the scaffolding. I miss that so much, Hive. Like, honest to dogs, I know that it was like a complete workplace hazard. I know it was incredibly dangerous, but climbing on scaffolding was so much fun. Can I not pull these out? Okay, I can, but it pulls out all of them? That's interesting. I think, okay, no. Okay, no, silly girl. Okay, we're gonna push that here. Ho 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 ho! I'm using my brains. I can do that. Fancy us! We're doing the thing. Now, I wish I could get my apartment to be like, I don't know, to have some kind of reasonable, just warm level of heat. Because it's either way too hot or it's way too cold. There seems to be no in between. Okay, we can't pull that out because that'll kill us. And we don't want to die. Okay, you come out here. Is this Tetris? Is this like a Tetris remix in the music? Because it feels very Tetris-y. Oh, okay. You getting your booster? Aww. I mean, that's the all where I'm jealous aw. That's not like the all like I don't want you to get your booster, because please, by all means, get your booster. But I've got no idea what's going on with the booster here in Japan right now. And it's kind of worrisome. Oh, I think I fudged this. I think we fudged this. Oh, yeah. Oh, crumbs! No. Up. Oh, that's right. We can rotate the camera. Starting next month, they're shortening the time between second shot and booster to 4 months. That's good, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be silly. Like I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna guess that it's good. They want everybody boosted up. Okay. So I'm assuming that means that there's no. Why can't I climb up? Yo, climb up, girl. Because if I could climb up, that would make it too easy, wouldn't it? Okay, so we can only climb up 1 block's height. Evidence suggests that the booster gets your Omicron resistance to the level of the second shot Delta resistance. Okay. Well, I just want, resistance would be good. Not the game. That was a terrible game, but it would be though, wouldn't it? No, I want to look at the other one though. It's not letting me do that. Oh, I think I'm pretty sure this is fudged. No, 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 no. Oh, crumbs. Oh, we definitely didn't want to do that. Wah, wah. I think we completely screwed up our puzzle. Go us. Oh, jeepers. No, crumbs. No. Ah. Why am I swimming? That's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna give this one more shot. Like, I feel like everything's gotta come out. And then just go, like, in a zigzag? Or maybe not? Or maybe yes? Ups to Daisy? Okay. Easy is mildly difficult pie. Well, how could anybody think that this is hard? What if we were to do this? Now this is wacky. Resistance 1 was a good launch title with the co-op campaign. Early days of PS3 were barren. Resistance 2 was good multiplayer. The randomly generated class-based 8-player co-op was good, as was the 64-player multiplayer. There was a 64-player multiplayer? Holy shit. And I haven't played Resistance 3. I also got to say I own a game that got sued by the Church of England. What? Wait, what? That seems weird. Why did that happen? Did the Resistance devs, like, throw some kind of slander on the Church of England? Oh, fair enough, I guess. Weird, but, I guess we'll go with it. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that was clearly the way to go, I guess. Can we... Oh, crumbs. crumbs, crumbs, crumbs. So now how do I get over to that? Pull out. Go over. Right. Excellent. Genius level plays here. Genius level plays. Possibly genius level plays? I mean, like, we're not racking up any points. Oh, well, wait, what? How do I... What? No, you can't. You can't do that to me. I thought I had it, but I did not, in fact, have it. Or it might have been had, but not had by me. Hive, my boss doesn't like my blue hair. And I am sad. He wasn't pissed. But he wasn't pleased either. Wait, didn't we just do this? Well, I mean, technically my boss could very much not like my blue hair in public and tell me it goes against dress code and then make my life difficult. So it's kind of a problem. He told me I could keep it if I got a wig. In fact, I was encouraged to keep it because he thought it was really like... He likes it as... like a color, as a look, he likes it. He doesn't like it as a, this is appropriate for work type of deal. Which, like, I could care less about. Yes. Yes. My boss is, I mean, so far, my boss is relatively decent, but... Yeah, I mean, like... See, this just makes it more difficult, though, that I just don't know where the rules and the breakpoints are, because it's like, okay, I've got 18mm tunnels in my ears. That's gone without notice or without mention. But, like, the blue hair is out. In my mind, either both of them would be out, or the blue hair would be okay, but the piercings would be out. Like, it just leaves things kind of in an up in the air for me. Also, I don't want to be spending money on no wig. Also, although I had wanted to go for black hair so I could avoid this entire problem in the first place, like, seeing the hair, it's kind of gone to this nice, like, bluish purple now. And this has been, like, one of the few times recently where I've really felt a positive thing about my body. So I'd kind of like to keep it, you know, and just not have to hide it and not have to dye it to black. I don't want to bleach it out because you can't, with dark colors like this, you can't really bleach them out very well. They just get washed out and faded. And even to get it to that faded level of like a really light blue, you've got to put a lot of bleach in there, and you've got to leave it in for a while. I don't know that would be super healthy for my hair. So I don't know, like, I don't even know where I could buy a wig. If this had come up around Halloween, I could have gotten a wig right at work because they sell them at work, but the wigs are all like bob cuts, and honestly, like, I don't think a bob cut is going to work with my face. But recently I've been feeling like nothing's going to work with my face, so maybe that's just like, you know, dysphoria fucking with me. I'm not sure. I do think I've kind of put myself in a box haha, so to speak, with this puzzle. So I'm gonna leave the kid huffing and puffing here for a moment. Um, and I'm gonna have like a really quick bit of water, a bit of a stretch, and a quick smoke. I encourage anybody who's watching to have yourselves a bit of a stretch. Not a smoke, unless you're a smoker, and even then I recommend you to not smoke, even though I'm going to do it, so I'm giving advice that I'm not following myself, but please don't start smoking. Certainly don't start smoking on my account. But do take a stretch. Do get a little bit of water. If you've got any medications that you should be taking around now, then please take those medications, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. You might hear me yelling over the microphone because my apartment's really small, but, you know, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Makoto's jumping to sea is adorable? Hive, I have no idea what that means. Is that the squirrel Makoto, or is this a completely different Makoto? Ludo! Ludo, that's exactly what Hive said. I'm on my water and cigarette break, Ludo, so I do apologize that you're just getting me, like, echoey over the cross-room microphone, but give me 5 minutes. Also, Lisa, I DM'd you Makoto's sprite during her jump 2C. Oh, I will take a look at that, Hive. I played some BBCF during the community night today. I do not know about numpad notation, but I can guess. That's certainly a look. Hive. Like, that's kind of Tanuki looking action going on there. It is darling, though. It is absolutely darling. She does, though, doesn't she? I mean, to have a squirrel tail so giant and fluffy you can bounce on it. We all wish for such things. What community night was that, Hive? If you don't mind me asking? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll ask you later. I really shouldn't be having this coffee. Alright, we are back. I really shouldn't be having this coffee, but I am. I'm going to ask for more games now that I know my connection is relatively stable in match, even with 6 frames of rollback. Okay. So I'm guessing that this community night was like a community fighting night? Now there was another level that Miss 001 had recommended to us, and that was Nagget. So let's check that one out, and then we'll go look at some of the stuff that I queued up. Because I wasn't figuring out that puzzle, although I did like that block puzzle game. And it was definitely less sexist and transphobic than Catherine, so the good version of Catherine. PS5 recommended. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Higher frame rate recommended. Go to Preferences, Display, Graphics Mode, enable high frame rate. Assist from community, but we edited. There's new assists, models, animations, and logics. We created a more full game. Well, I mean, we'll give it a shot. The LGBT fighting game Discord Ludo recommended hosted. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad you found a nice community, and that you had a good community night with it. Now, I am rolling the dice a little bit here, and hoping that the recommendation for the PS5 was just that, just a recommendation, and not like, if you don't have a PS5, it will fall apart. Because I do not have a PS5. I had forgotten, that was one thing, because I forgot completely about Dreams, but that was one thing that I did see come up a couple of times, was that Dreams works a lot better in PS5 than it does in PS4. Oh gosh, this is going to be a problem. I mean, not the frames, but the actual movement of Nagget. It's really weird. Game created by Ollie and the Muthafar? Okay. Okay, so we've got a jump. We do not have a double jump. So Kronos would be sad. Oh, come on! I'm actually wondering if your laptop could handle BlazBlue since it's one of the older games. I could always give it a try. Backwards compatibility does a couple of things to game performance. Well, it's weird because, like, I mean, Dreams is cross-platform, I guess. It's not really backwards compatible because it was originally done for PS4, but it is playable on PS5. Oh, do we have to push those? Oh, crumbs! I kind of wish we had a locked layer here instead of being able to roll out of layer, because that's kind of it's kind of annoying. Do I have to get those blocks over there? I feel like I do. PS5, there's a difference between the PS4 game running on a PS4 and on a native PS5 app. So that's kind of the thing, is like, Dreams is native to PS4? I guess is how you'd put that? A PS4 game running on PS5. Gotcha. Oh, crumbs. Oh, we are doing just terribly? Okay. Boxes go here. No, but if I push the boxes in the water... Wait, can I just roll up that? No. I cannot? Game, you have lied to me? You tease me, game? Now, I assume that we're supposed to get the boxes over there, but... I don't really see that happening. Or maybe I do. Oh, crumbs. Come on, go. Come on. Excellent. Genius. Super genius. Even. The moves. I've got these moves. The thing where the PS5 would help. Pro enhancements to Dreams, such as running at 1440p and attempting to run at 60p. That was one of the things that I had read, was Dreams actually runs more reliably at 60p on PS5. That it's usually 20 to 30p on PS4. Oh, Nugget, you are killing me. I'm actually being killed? Come on, go. Yes! Now we gotta do this other jump. I mean, it's not just dropping frames, I'm also dropping. Because I am not good? Oh, come on! You're gonna start me back here? The cruelty. The utter cruelty. This is really like starting you out of the gate, though. I kind of feel like maybe you'd want to build up to this. Oh, jeepers. Oh, fudge. Dreams is one of the most ambitious titles released for the PS4. It also supports the PS4 Pro, but apparently, despite offering a better frame rate, it can't maintain 60 FPS. So it seems like the PS5 is running the PS4 performance mode better than the PS4 Pro could. It's extremely fiddly. Also because, like, the character shape isn't purely spherical, because you've got the mouth. I'm gonna give it a couple more shots. And I'm probably gonna bounce out of it. Because gosh, is this annoying. Why would you make a 2D platform and give it 3D movement anyways? Because you have a need for cruelty? This is a crime. Yes. Yes. Yes! This is exactly what I'm saying, Hive. Okay. Alright, we're gonna give this a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But... yeah, okay. Yeah. Coyote time. What is coyote time? I've not heard that before. Stuff in our playlists. This is not in my playlist. I don't think. No, I didn't grab any of these. The Furious Cheer? Oh, the Furious Chaser. Look, I don't even want, like, non-Furious Chasers, thank you very much. Oh, we could have definitely used that. That would have been very useful. Yes. Night City Cheese Wheel. I I have to try. Not a polished game. I just wanted to jump on this city by X Rainy X and Il Captain Morgan with a in VR. All right. Wile E. Coyote, super genius. Okay, so we're a hockey puck, I guess. What do we do? We can only float? What is even this? That's not kanji. I mean, one of them is, but Chito? Are they trying to say Chito? Because that doesn't make any sense. Fine. I'm not gonna throw. It's Cheeto City. I mean, it's very orange. You know one of those cheese wheels that comes packed in red wax? I'll lay it down. Okay, so as long as we're touching something, we can hop. Kimas. Kimas. What Kimas? Did it, us? Have we Kimased? You can't just put a verb there with no implied subject. You're gonna confuse people. Like me, I'm confused. Do it! This is not... I'm not cosplaying Rorschach. Raw shark? Why would we want raw shark? Oh, it's clever. I mean, it's a pretty city. Party game. Well, at least those are words. I'm good with words. I appreciate those. You're not trapped in here with the cheese wheel. The cheese wheel's trapped in here with you. I mean, I did live in Milwaukee, so that's more true than not. Did you forget to put physics on the ground? We broke it. The cheese wheel is broken. Oh, my poor cheese wheel. I'm so sorry. We've fallen to the depths of Tartarus. No collision on the ground. Zanen. Zanen. It was cute though, and it looks like that was more. I don't know why I said the word like that. It looks like that was more for VR than it was for on the screen. So that might have been some of it too. Like you're supposed to be experiencing it in VR. Speaking of the underworld, and oh noes. So I picked up Hades last night. It was on sale on the PSN, and it was recently payday. And even though I spent a little bit more money on myself than I probably really should have, I had a couple of really shitty days, and so I was just like, I'm gonna buy Hades. So I bought Hades. It was reasonable. Actually, it was more than reasonable considering like the level of game that Hades is. It was more than half price of most AAA games. So wait, no, yeah, more than half price. Most AAA games are floating around 7,500 yen to 80 yen. 7,500 yen to 8,000 yen. Hades was 2,200 yen, so yeah, it's more than half price. Anyways, I'm playing it. I'm really enjoying Hades. Really good time. Thinking of maybe integrating it not as like a start to finish game, because of the way that it's set up, that seems like it would be a little bit annoying. But just like a pickup game that we could do some streams, like maybe tomorrow. But I was playing this morning. I was on a fist run, and it wasn't a great fist run. I had a much better fist run last night, but I was playing this morning, and the fuse box tripped. I've been having this problem with my fuse box recently, because the apartment is old and it's garbage. Now, generally, like, if I'm running the heater, like the wall heater, the aircon, and I'm running the space heater, and usually I have to have both of those running to kind of get the apartment to be some kind of semi-comfortable level of heating in the winter. And I turn on the microwave, the breaker will flip, right? So that's been established. So I've been very careful that if I need to run the microwave, I turn off one of the heaters. I was not running the microwave this morning. I was running the heaters, and I was playing Hades. And in the middle of the Hades run, the breaker flipped. Which means, I mean, the most minor problem with that is that I lost my progress, but I didn't really have any progress to speak of on that run, so it wasn't a really big deal. But I am kind of like wondering now, like, I mean, I would think that the PS4's power consumption would be stable. And I've played games and we've streamed games with the heaters running without the breaker tripping. Is Hades special? Does it use more power that I should worry about this? Because I would like to stream a little bit of Hades, but I'm not going to stream Hades if it's going to trip my breaker. Now, doubly weird was last night, I had the heaters on, I was playing Hades, played for like 2 or 3 hours, no problems with the breaker. So, I have no idea what exactly the issue is. Wall jump to climb higher. Oh, this is interesting. Rescuing souls of the damned is optional, but it's a nice thing to do. Well, we'll try to do it. This is weird, like the camera is... I'm trying to think about how to describe this camera placement. Like it's actually looking from below. So there's like kind of a weird perspective thing going on. But I like it. This is neat. Hi. Oh, right. I probably shouldn't immediately forget the controls. This is kind of cool, though. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Death be not cool. I haven't met Thanatos yet, so I can't actually say if death be cool or not. Like, I know everybody thirsts for Thanatos. I know that everybody thirsts for everybody in Hades. And I almost kind of feel like... more comfortable in self-labeling as Ace. Because I don't thirst for anybody in Hades. Like, I can understand that the character designs are thirst-worthy, but I'm just not feeling the thirst. I'm loving the character designs, though. And I really like the characters as well. Although I think Artemis and... how do you say her name? Eurydice? The Dryad? The singing Dryad? She's got like a tree for hair. Eurydice? like I can see it in my brain meats, but I can't think about how it's said. But they're like some of the few characters that I'd actually hang out with. I'd hang out with Skelly. Skelly's fun. He reminds me of like a bargain basement Joe Pesci. I'd definitely hang out with Dusa. And so far I've been saving all my nectar for Cerebus, and that's who he reminds me of. Dusa is amazing. Dusa's so fun. But she keeps on running away before I can give her nectar. Because I keep on forgetting that if you talk to her, she'll run as soon as the conversation's finished. She's very anxious. Her keepsake is amazing, though. Like, yes, I would love to have health pop out of jars periodically. That is so good. But I need to remember, give her present before talking to her, or she gets scared. But I like her. She's cool. Hades is a giant freaking prick. But, I mean, that's kind of the point, so, you know, there's that. But still, he is a giant prick. Just a screaming. And I'm not very far yet, so I'm not asking for spoilers or anything like that, but if they do like a redemption story with Hades, or if they like bring the family together, I'm gonna be kind of cheesed off. Like, honestly though, because I'm all for normalizing putting emphasis on found family, and saying that, you know, sometimes it's okay if you're quote-unquote family, your bio family or legal family, depending on, you know, your circumstances. You just kind of let them bounce because they're sucksors. He's a particular flavor of dad. I mean, it absolutely is. I've known dads like Hades. I'm really happy that mine wasn't. Although I have my issues with my father, but like, not. He was never a Hades type. He's never been a Hades type. Oh boy, you're gonna have a fun time reading the Eurogamer review of It Takes Two. Is that like is that the ironic fun, or is that actual fun? As in an actual fun time. Okay. Then I will absolutely read the Eurogamer review of It Takes Two. Because I've heard things about that game. I've heard that the story that it eventually tells about family is pretty shite. Also, I think you're going to agree with bits of the review. I look forward to reading it then. I'll give it a look. I mean, unless reviews are just really, really bad as reviews, usually I do enjoy them even if I don't agree with them, but it is nice to read a review that kind of clicks with you. This is kind of brutal, by the way, and it's really good. I could see how the movement might be a bit much for some folks. It's extremely stylish. You know what I appreciate about this this demo is that it has its own look. Like, I know we've talked in the past that like there's a particular look that a lot of Dream levels share because they're using similar assets, they're using similar community assets, but even when they're not, they're like objects that are slightly too shiny, lighting that's not really well set for the level, like a lot of similarities in character design and enemy design. and object design. Um, they look kind of samey. There's a lot of levels that look really samey. Like this, I I can't think of other creations that we've played that look like this. Like this looks like something you could find on Steam. Thanks for playing the demo. Please look forward to the full version of Purgatory Panic later this year. Um, I'm not sure what to infer from that. Like when they say later this year, do you think they mean like this week? Because this year is almost over. But I like that a lot. That was a really good one. Do we have... Can we get the roadmap to that? I'd like to see when this was published. They probably did a game development and underestimated. That's fair. That's like super fair. Even Dreams levels gets delayed. Oh, I mean... Ludo, this is going all the way back to Little Big Planet, mate. There's a ton of levels on Little Big Planet where it'd be like, you know, we'll be up with the next update in, you know, in a couple of months, or, you know, we'll have the next level in the series, you know, next year. And then you look at the published date, it was like 7 years ago. Honestly, I would rather Dreams creators delay their levels than crunch for free. Hive, seriously though? Like, absolutely? There is that. I mean, I was reading a thread. I don't actually. I want to let me quick check if they are a she, her, or if they are a they, them. And I bet now that I want to know this. I bet there will be no posts that come up in my timeline. Shoot. Come on, they're always in my TL. And now that I need to know something, where? Can I find them? I'm using them here for a non-specific as opposed to specifically a non-binary, just because I don't... They are they, them. Okay, good. I'm glad I thought to check that out. They go by the name of Eb. At Eb Then. It's EBTHEN. With capital E, capital T. Talk a lot about disability issues and other types of stuff like that. Generally a pretty good follow. Somebody I've enjoyed following a lot. Talk a lot about autism issues, which is really cool. But they were asking about Roblox. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but Roblox? Maybe Roblox, like Robot Blocks? Roblox? Okay. Apparently people were having trouble with Roblox, and they'd asked like what the issue was because they didn't know what it was. And somebody mentioned basically that like Roblox was kind of getting kids to... The people make games videos on Roblox are horrifying. Like getting kids to make content and then capitalizing off that content by selling the game. And you know, reading it like that, reading it put out like that, I was like, "Oh my god, that's just Little Big Planet." That's totally Little Big Planet. Like I can link them to you. There are CWs though. I would appreciate the link. I would also appreciate the CWs, just to let me know what's up with them. But like LBP and now Dreams. Although I think Dreams is a little bit more faceless just because of the nature of what Dreams is. But you know, LBP put a very encouraging and very engaging face on it, and I really don't have a lot of negative to say about my experience with it or you know what people have done with it. But when you boil off all of the you know the good community feeling and all the you know here are tools that you can create with, do your thing. I mean, it's really just rooking people into making free content that advertises your game, that then gets more people to buy your game. So you're making profit off of the labor, the free labor of others. And, you know, that makes me feel a certain way. LBP doesn't have in-game economies. That's true. I mean, LBP does have DLC, but I wouldn't call the DLC an in-game economy. So that's fair, that's fair. For those who want them, mentions and depictions of sexually explicit messages being sent to minors, mentions of abuse, mentions of teaching... Hold on a second, I need to see the full message because I'm on the wrong screen. Message of teaching kids to get into speculation and stock trading at an early age. Ooh, yuck a duck. Yuck a duck. That's super not cool. Oh, did I have a message from Miss? Oh my gosh. I'll have to message Miss back. I completely forget where whispers show up on the screen, so sorry about that. But I will check out and respond to that message, Miss. If you're still in chat, I'll respond to that after stream. Now I've got this rabbits level that I keep on saving for when rabbits shows up. Roblox is kind of on a different level of yikes than just using community content to promote your games. That's fair. That's 100% fair. Oh, Buttons! How you doing, Buttons? I hope that life is treating you very kindly, as you so much definitely deserve. I'm trying to copy something here and putting that into my address bar so that I can find it later. I'm getting schooled on Roblox, and because I didn't really know about Roblox, and I had seen somebody else explain, you know, a very thumbnail sketch of what Roblox was, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds a lot like LBP, you know, just taken to a negative extreme. And I'm learning that it's much worse, much worse. Well, we're gonna save the blissful bunnies for the once in a blue moon that rabbits does show up while we are doing a dream stream. Or maybe we should do it to summon them? I'm not sure. And we'll check out Little Big Cosmos by Minima451. That's another name that I'm familiar with. Explore a miniature planetary system made by Lisa, Mike, Tom, Rich, Sina, and Guillaume. Guillaume? Do you think the double L is like an E sound? Or is it a double L sound? It's like LBP if LBP was developed by libertarian capitalists. Oh my god! That sounds absolutely awful, Hive. I hate every word in that sentence. That's like hearing that Bob Ross got into NFTs. Oh, Alice, how you doing? Pleasure to have you in tonight. I hope that life is treating you very, very well as well. That life is being gentle on you. Log 01001 successfully entered the Minima series, a system. Landed on exoplanet Purpura, on the mission to explore the planets of the Minima system. We hope to be able to learn from their distinctive characteristics. Initiating movement, as learned during training, move with L and turn the camera with R. Oh, we've got like a little rover. We're like a mini rover. Which reminds me, Molcar? Molcar is getting into NFTs. What is that? Start with one of the missions. For example, you can try to bounce from the top of the mushroom. I do know that, Ludo, but I also know that those were not done by Bob Ross. I mean, those were done pretty much, I mean, not against his express wishes, because he's long dead, but pretty much against everything that he ever stood for. Yeah, Bob Ross is dead. Bob Ross is very dead. Oh, there's our mushroom. I love it. We did bounce on the bottom, we bounced on the spotted mushroom. Now we're gonna scan a yellow flower. Did you know NASA's experimenting with growing soil out of asteroid material with the help of mushrooms? This is because mushrooms can break down complex organic molecules. I did not know that. People who own his works and his name suck ass. Yes. Yes, they do. Now I'm thinking of an idea for a bad horror comedy about a ghost trying to sell NFTs. Okay, hear me out, Alice. What if we use the basic framework, the basic schema of Kaido? Because Kaido is already, the internet is full of ghosts. They hate it, and they want to take over the world, but there's like a hedgehog dilemma thing going on there. So like you've already got the internet, you've already got the ghosts, you just need to flavor it with some NFTs, and boom! You've got like a massive hit. Just a massive hit. Ghosts trying to sell NFTs to get us to destroy the world faster so that we can all be ghosts and the ghosts won't be lonely. I mean, it's Kaido, basically. I don't remember what we're trying to scan. Scan the yellow flower. Kaido is so good. I could definitely stand watching that again. It's so languid. And I watched names, please come back to me. What is her name? I've been watching her a bunch recently. Hold on a second. I forget her family name and it kind of cheeses me off. I do need to ask about that though. Not about that, the thing that I'm just talking about right now, but crumbs. Where? I got so much meme crap. No, that's not T. I'm not looking for T. Ah, Zaid. Yada Zaid did a video on Kaido and the update, the US version of update, the US version update, the US version of Kaido, and I just saw like the scenes that she used to kind of illustrate her points in the video, and it looked like so much shit. It looked so terrible. Just massively awful. Like, I don't know how you could... Okay, I do totally know how you could, but like, just completely, utterly miss the point? Do I have a jump? I mean, I have no desire to see it. I'm definitely not interested in watching the US version, but I had just kind of been assuming, you know, that the US version was gonna be bad. But it hadn't occurred to me just how bad it could be. And oh gosh, did it just look terrible. Like, it just looked like trash. Apparently, Wes Craven wrote it, according to Wiki, and I forgot about that. He did. Or at least he did some writing work on it. I don't know. And this might just be me wanting to give Craven more credit than he's due. Because he did People Under the Stairs, and People Under the Stairs is absolutely fucking amazing. But it could very well be that he did an early draft, and more work was on it. Post-Scream Wes Craven was more miss than hit. You know, honestly, I'm going to check because I don't remember a lot of post-Scream Wes Craven. Was People Under the People Under the Stairs post-Scream, or was it pre-Scream? Because People Under the Stairs is... I don't know if I would call it a perfect movie, but it is an amazing movie. He did Red Eye in 2005, which is great. It's pre-Scream. Gotcha. God. How... I mean... He always looks like so much different than I expect him to. And I don't know why. What's he got? So I don't remember, when did he die? So he died in 2015. So okay, so all that stuff post that is based on characters. I just want his director stuff. Filmography, jump to director. He did... People Under the Stairs was 91. Holy shit. I always forget. I always say it was later. He did Vampire in Brooklyn? Okay, so I totally forgot that. I remember Nightmare Cafe. Nightmare Cafe was... I wouldn't say good. I would definitely not say good. He did Serpent in the Rainbow. No shit. Deadly Friend. Deadly Friend was amazing. Wait, he did Swamp Thing? Shit on me. Okay, but we're looking at post-Scream. So Scream was 96. We've got Scream 2, Music of the Heart, Scream 3, Cursed, Red Eye, Paris Je t'aime, My Soul to Take, Scream 4. Okay, yeah, so it's like there's not like a ton of stuff that's not Scream. I never watched anything past Scream 1, so I can't really... I don't really have any takes on that. Red Eye, Fear Takes a Flight, with Cillian Murphy and Rachel McAdams. Now, those are two careers I didn't take off. What's the gimmick here? It's got Brian Cox. I mean, how can you not like Brian Cox, though? Well, what's the gimmick here? Story of a young, resourceful heroine named Lisa Reisert who hates to fly, but that terror that awaits her on the night flight to Miami has nothing to do with the fear of flying! Exclamation point. Upon boarding the plane, Lisa is trapped on a red-eye flight with a creepy, villainous, handsome, and charming man by the name of Jackson Ripner, who's playing middleman in a plot to assassinate a Homeland Security official. Oh yeah, okay, so this would be post 9/11. Okay. He's got her father pinned down by a would-be killer, using that advantage to coerce Lisa into phoning the luxury resort where she works and arranging to move the target to a preset position. That sounds... that sounds like a thing. That sounds like a thing. Oh, Des, it is a pleasure to see you. I hope you're doing very, very well tonight, Des. We're on Movie Talk, as always. We're just kind of booping and dooping around in dreams. You need to lie down. Have you been having a busy day, then? Initiating boosters, you can now take off by using R2. Okay. Do I want to take off? Is this good? Initiating space controls, you can move with L and rotate with R in zero gravity. Okay. You can move up with R2 and move down with L2. Oh, in case you missed it, I just got a booster. Woo! Booster jabs for Dez! Taking me out till midday here. Joints hurt, head hurts, coffee. Get your coffee, rest up as much as you need to. If you don't feel up for chatting, don't worry about it at all. But I am super glad that you got your booster. And this is really neat. This is done by the this is actually done by Media Molecule. So it's cheating just a little bit, but Exoplanet Mare. Ooh. Oh, I love you. You're very cute. You ate me! You jerk! Why did you eat me? We're curious about the extreme oceans here. How do they impact the planet? I just got shot into the, I got eaten by a kraken. And I guess that was a good thing. Go us, I suppose. Go us for krakens. We never fed the creature. I didn't even see the creature. I don't know where the creature was. Scan an oceanic life form. Catch a lightning. Did you know that the largest recorded octopus found on Earth weighed more than 250 kilograms, was over 9 meters tall? Okay, excuse me? 9 MF in meters? That's... Like, that's 4.5 Wookiees? That's too many meters. That's a lot of meters. I don't like that. Okay, so we don't want to get eaten by the creature? Absolutely very much so. People assume they get even bigger in the deep sea. I mean, I would imagine they would. That seems to be kind of like deep sea stuff. Just getting big. Getting biggy with it. Look, I'm trying to scan the Kraken. It's right here. Why are you not scanning the Kraken, yo? Okay, be that way. There's a sound effect, but it's very, very, very faint. Like, I think I'm supposed to be using the sound effect to find the thing I'm trying to scan. Oh, I found a jellyfish! Oh, you cutie! You absolute cutie! I scanned an oceanic life form. Oh, look at you! You're just booping and bopping. Catch a lightning in a storm. Now, how do I do that? Did you know that some of the moons of our neighboring planets have plenty of liquid water protecting elements within the water from space radiation? Astrobiologists think that these places can be the most promising ones to find alien life in our solar system. I did not know that, and I kind of feel like that's not actually a thing. Now, how do I catch lightning? Yo. Storm. Aurora, could you, like, zap me? Why did the storm keeps on dissipating, though? Oh, shit! Okay, I just did that. I caught a lightning. I'm getting porridge. My brother got a PS5 for Christmas. Now he wants an Xbox after realizing about the backward compatibility and other issues. I mean, that seems a little bit unfair, Des. You just, like, rock up and get, like, a PS4 and be like, you know what? Or PS5 and be like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna get the Xbox too. She's gonna take everything next. He's gonna want a luxury sedan. You can't just keep on giving your brother stuff. You've got to teach him limits. He needs to learn limits. Did you know that different atmospheric conditions on planets can cause extreme weather patterns and lightning? The longest recorded lightning in our solar system happened on Saturn. These can last for months. Now, I want to go back to PtaER because there was a creature, apparently. Where is the creature and how do I feed it? I think I remember seeing a berry. Maybe if I just push the berry into a hole and there'll be a creature in the hole with the berry to eat. No? Not gonna hook me up here? You're just gonna be cheap like that? Creature. Are there any creatures? Would I even know? I'm just lucky my husband got the Xbox, so I got the PS5. So we have both. Sony is way behind Microsoft as Sony invested in in Angle Player. Angle Player? I don't know what Angle Player is. I mean, I'm assuming it's just a thing. Oh, okay. Angle Player games. Oh, single player games. That makes more sense. And really good exclusives, whereas it's obvious from my experiences Microsoft invested in technology and infrastructure behind games and network. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Once I showed him you don't even need an Xbox, just an account, and you can use cloud gaming to connect on any device. That's fair. Sony's approach to backwards compatibility has been shite forever. I mean, it was garbage all the way back on the PS3. Oh! Oh, look at you, you sweetie! You absolute unit! It is fascinating how similar yet how distinct this planet is to our very own. That is fascinating. Did you know that potential fruits and life forms on other planets will be based on the planet's atmosphere, gravity, chemical composition, and source of light? I mean, that makes sense. As such, size, color, and taste will depend on those factors. I mean, honestly, I still love old games. I mean, there's a lot that have aged pretty poorly, but I would love to sit down with, like, Dark Chronicle 2 again, just to play Spherda, because Spherda, let me tell you, is the best golf game ever. No game has been able to make better golf than Spherda. Landed on exoplanet Gravitas. It's very lordly. Curious about the impact of low gravity here. What are the consequences? Loading mission board. Fly with a flying creature, scan the insect swarms, ride in the atmosphere. Okay. Well, first off, I want to fly with a flying creature. This level is just, it's a whole thing. Now, we're looking for insect swarms. We can find those. The only good Killzones are stuck in PS3 and Vita Jail. See, I never played Killzone. I know that you've told us a lot about Killzone, and I appreciate that, because I never actually got the chance to do it myself. But they do sound pretty cool. I loaded up Mass Effect as I never did the ending, and that's a very old game. Yet it automatically synced up and updated on my Xbox One. And I finished it? Nice! Now, I'm getting a lot of beeping here. So, where are my insect swarms? Oh shit! We just launched ourselves into the atmosphere. Check us out. We are fancy. I gave up on that trilogy ever since my PC ate my saves. I mean, surely there's got to be somebody who's got saves you could download, though. I mean, they wouldn't be your saves, and I can imagine on like a story character-based game that would be kind of annoying, but just to kind of get it done. Unless you don't really care enough to get it done, in which case, you know, screw it. Now, I'm not seeing any insect swarms. It's so impressive. Apparently Sony are working with Microsoft. Oh, insect swarms! Come back! Come back! My babies! No, 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 no! Come back, come back! Don't run from me! I'm kind! I'm sweet. I don't eat bugs. Oh, you are such jerks. I don't know what kind of AI pathing they're doing for this, but it's really good. Could you maybe just stop? Stop! Oh, fuck you! Come on! Damn it! I'm never gonna get these things! Darn it. Maybe I can cut him off at the pass. Oh, that kind of worked. Shoot. Now we're chasing them again. We don't want to do that. I'm gonna cut him off at the pass. Darn it! Is this tough? You don't know. They're fast like Sonic and or Tails, but not Knuckles because Knuckles is slower. It starts us over every time we fail. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Scan it. Yes! Whew! Fanboys are probably going wild. Des, remember our ableism. Going wild over Sony working with a rival. I mean, honestly, the gamer fanboys, they need to take a long walk off a short pier. Knuckles has me hyped for Sonic 2. I mean, not only is it Knuckles, but it's Knuckles as voiced by Idris Elba. And like, that's amazing. I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I mean, I like Sonic. I don't have anything against Sonic, but I never had the chance to play any of the Sonics beyond the first one, just because of circumstance. And but Idris Elba's got me interested in watching Sonic because he's pretty cool. I'm actually considering watching the movie version of Dark Tower, which, from everything I've heard, was absolutely terrible, just because he's Roland. And that sounds pretty freaking awesome. I'm down for Idris Elba as Roland. Fly with a flying creature. Did you know that the size of alien life forms will be depending on the gravity of the planet? A lower gravity can influence the evolution of life forms to be bigger and taller. Yes. Did you know potential insects on low gravity planets will likely be smaller since they rely on the air to be thicker for flight? Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Did you know that gravitational forces on different planets will impact your weight on it? Yes, I did know that. For example, you would weigh only 5 kilograms on Pluto if your weight on Earth is 75 kilograms. On the other hand, if your weight on Jupiter would be 190 kilograms. He also, in an interview, had to clarify that he was not trying to make Knuckles sexy. The reaction to the trailer suggests he failed. I mean, he's gonna have an uphill battle. Like, I think in general, trying to make a character not sexy, but especially making a character that so many people stand for. Let's see, we saw that planet. Wait. My husband bought me Halo credits for Xmas. I'm totally against at this free-to-play a free-to-pay model. Ah, gotcha. But I use it to buy cat ears and pink armor. I mean, if you're gonna spend the money on anything, then cat ears is probably the way to go. Curious about extreme temperature differences here. What are the causes? Loading mission board for Ignis. Find the icy crater on the dark side. Drive to the rock platform, but don't touch the lava. Scan the mysterious blue rocks. Okay. Well, we got a blue rock right here. This is a blue rock, by the way. Not gonna lie, Des, but I was very confused about how he bought you a mention in the Halo credits. We don't know what Dez's hubby does. He might be a big wheel. He might be a huge wheel. Find the icy crater. Still not girly enough. I want hot pink and hearts. You know, you should just get somebody to mod the console kitty costume from LBP into Halo. Is Halo on PC or is Halo only on Xbox? Because, you know, if it's on PC, somebody could do that. Now, what was the other thing? We had to drive to some rocks, but we couldn't touch the lava. There you go. Get your hacker friends to get console kitty in Halo. That would be an absolute worthwhile usage of their time. Guys tend to get offended when a girl wins. Either impressed and I get messages. Oof. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want either sets of messages, but if I had to choose one, I think I would rather have the angry messages than the impressed messages. Ah, Kusa! Kusa. I did get to the rock platform. Oh, shnikes. But now we have to drive in the lobby. I got love messages last week, and I had to laugh at it. I mean, as long as you're having a good laugh. As long as it's not too gross. Nobody likes too gross. Let's see. Icy things we got. Rock platform we got. What was the other thing that we needed? Ignis, icy crater, yes. Did you know even extremely hot planets like Mercury have icy spots? While being the closest to the sun, it has areas that are not exposed to it at all, and thus frozen. A planet of extremes. Extremes! It's a planet made out of Mountain Dew. Get to the rock platform on the lava side without touching lava, and don't use R2. We got that one. Did you know that there could be different conditions for a lava planet to exist? The obvious one would be a planet that is close to its star, but also a new forming planet or a planet that has suffered from a large collision can be a cause. And now we need mysterious blue rocks. He said he loves me. He said he loves me. I was moaning and saying, come on, someone back me up. I'm here on my own, etc. I need to remind myself that moaning in Commonwealth English can mean complaining, because my initial read of that, Des, was very different, I think. Can't you turn off voice chat in that Halo game? God, I wouldn't want voice chat on, honestly. Mysterious blue rocks. I'm going to find these blue rocks, and then I'm probably going to take a break. But let's get our rocks. That was the ice. We don't need that. Analyzing data is surprisingly difficult to learn about these extreme temperature differences on this planet. I wonder why. How the close distance to the star creates these extreme hot temperatures while still having extreme cold spots. Just absolute jerks. Des, total jerks. Did you know that rock samples from other planets help scientists determine the geological history of the planet? Scientists will be able to analyze the composition, potential minerals, and any traces of water in the past. A flashback through time. I have those sometimes. They actually kind of suck. So... Ah! Alright, I'm going to point us at a nice vista. Not the Windows Vista. Not the PlayStation Vista. That was the joke I wanted to make, and then I ruined the joke. And I'm going to take a short break, grab myself a bit of a stretch, have myself a little bit of water, not have another cup of coffee. I'm going to fight. It's going to be hard, but I'm not going to have a cup of coffee. And I'm going to get myself a cigarette. Now, I encourage all of y'all to have yourself a bit of a stretch, a little bit of water if you need it, any medications if you need those as well, and the warmth and knowledge that you are among friends. But I will be back in just 5 minutes or so. don't know what Windows I'm on, Ludo. I think I'm on 10. I'm not sure if I can do 11 on my actual laptop. But now I honestly don't remember. When did you can't without doing funky stuff. Okay, good. That means that I'm only on 10. I know there was an update for 10 then that like really monkeyed up a bunch of shit though. Like when I got my when the laptop went kerfuzzle and I had to get the hard drive replaced, and I got it back and it was on like the newest version available for the laptop at that time. And that's when Movie Maker got screwed up. They changed Movie Maker to that like for pay version, like Movie Maker app, and it sucks and I hate it. By the way, Hive, thank you so much for mentioning Blender, for recommending Blender, because it works. It does exactly what I need it to. Although I'm still having a little bit of trouble setting it up right. Making sure like it's rendering the right stuff. But both times that I've needed to use it, I screwed up on the first pass, but the second pass turned out like exactly what I needed, so yeah. I'm really happy with that. Because that means like if streams ever get screwed up, like if we ever drop out of a stream and I need to stitch together the stream pieces, we can do that. Which is nice, because I hate having like, you know, side A and side B on streams and episodes. Like it always just feels awkward. And we're back. I always feel kind of weird with like programs like Blender because I feel like I'm using the barest, most superficial functions of the app to do something that the app wasn't even really intended to. And like the app is kind of like nudging me in the ribs and be like, yo, you could also do this. Wouldn't you like to do this? And be like, no, dog, I'm covered. I'm sorted over here. I got everything I need. Like, no, check this. This shit's really cool. You can do this other shit. It's really cool. Like, nah, dog, it's I'm set. Don't worry about me. I'm completely set. I feel like the program's maybe a little bit sad. But I'm glad. I'm super glad that it worked. And the biggest issue that I've had with it so far. And this is just, I think it's just me not quite getting what it's doing, or maybe trying to make it do too much at the same time, like my laptop trying to do too much at the same time. But like sometimes when I would render, it would mess up the audio track. Like the audio track wouldn't sync with the video track. So it'd be like, there'd be like a 10-minute gap where all the audio on like the first part of the video, like the first video file, would get pushed 10 minutes forward. So there would be this big dead space like right in the middle. But then both times, the second time that I did the render, like it did fine. So I don't really know what was going on with that. We're curious about the rock landscape and high gravity here. What do they impact? Probably anything that's sitting under rocks. Find organisms in caves, scan minerals on top of the cliff. Cool. And we already got one. I think we got the sandstorm. Sandstorm, Joel. Sandstorm. John Saxum. Mom sent me a pic. She found my old Game & Watch. Oh, that's so cute. Squish Game. It's a very short show. It's only a couple episodes, Ludo. Did you know that Mars is the largest recorded dust storms in our solar system? No shit. I did not know that. These can go on for whole months and can warm up the atmosphere of Mars. Can we just send Elon by himself to Mars? I mean, I think that would be for the best. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I want to get on that cliff. I want to get on that cliff. I want to get on that cliff, Claven. No, crumbs. I was so close. Absolutely not. Send Bezos with him. Okay, that's fair. Totally fair. Oh, we found some creatures. Creature. Now, that cliff looks like a dong. Probably not what the devs intended. I'm gonna guess that's not what they intended, but totally does. Can I ramp? Can I ramp off of this? Oh, fudge. My mom needs to find my Donkey Kong game and Donkey Kong and Mario Game & Watch. Holy crap, Des, you could probably sell that on eBay for a mint? Wait, is this where I wanted to be? Oh, it was. Check us out. We're just knocking these planets off the list. It's exciting to know the consequences of planetary composition in its atmosphere, how it influences the weather pattern, organisms, and minerals. By now, yeah, they probably are, Des. I would imagine that you would get a relatively decent penny for those. Or a pence. But not a Mike Pence. You wouldn't want a Mike Pence. Did you know that a study considers land planets to be more habitable than water planets like the Earth? It makes them easier to maintain the right temperature to keep their atmosphere. It's the Goldilocks zone. Okay? Did you know that based on the chemical composition of the planets, it's likely to discover new types of minerals on other planets, similar to potential alien life? Different factors would determine the potential minerals. That's neat. I'll keep them fully working in great condition, share them with my kids. Oh, that's sweet. You're the good mom, Des. I'm going to my parents' attic, gonna find them all. Now, you want to be careful if you're poking around in attics, though, because you could find, like, a great uncle up there, or the skeletonized remains of a great uncle, and then that would be really awkward at dinner parties. Be like, Mom, what's up with the great uncle? Skeletons thereof, sitting in our attic, and your mom would be like, oh, that's great uncle Roger. We don't talk about him. We need them in operation, absolutely, not in the hand of collectors and speculators. I mean, you're not wrong, Hive. You're definitely not wrong. I mean, I'd like them in the hands of people who would actually enjoy them. But I wouldn't want them to go into somebody's vault. We're curious about the extreme cold conditions here. What can we find out? You see, I hid him here because everyone checks the closet for skeletons. Which, like, straight up is a terrible place to keep a skeleton. Why would you keep a skeleton in a closet, anyways? You want those fuckers on display, yo. Not like that creepy dude. We want to ethically source our skeletons, but, you know, if you just happen to have a skeleton that you've ethically sourced, then you put that shit out. Put it on your bookshelf, she says, looking at her own rat skeleton that was absolutely ethically sourced. Utilize a geyser to launch into space. I cannot talk tonight, and I love it. Climb on the highest mountain. Find the organisms in the cold regions. This is a geyser. Would it launch me into space? Any minute now? No? Not planning on doing that? Maybe it's just a hot springs. We need a geyser. That's a geyser. Check out the geyser on that one. Or maybe they just randomly fire off. I hope it's not random. You've got an old Commodore 64? Holy shit. God, I haven't seen it. I mean, like, honestly, kid hours, Des. The last time I saw a Commodore 64 was probably in the 80s when the Commodore 64 was new. Because a friend of mine had one of those. I don't know why I made that sound so ominous. It wasn't, like, supposed to be ominous. That's okay, Des. We all know already that I'm the oldest person here. I got like 0 bones in my apartment. Well, I mean, Ludo, you gotta work on that. Seriously, though? I mean, bones bring a touch of life to any living space. Are you the tallest mountain? Yes, you are. Now, we just need to find the cave system. Those are not caves, those are geysers. I love these sparkly rocks. What am I scanning? Wait. I thought there was... Oh, cold regions, not caves. Cold regions. Utilize the geyser to launch... Did you know that there are geysers on real ice planets and moons? Saturn's icy moon Enceladus... No, that's not right. Enceladus has a number of geysers that frequently spew vaporized water with ice particles in space. Okay. Did you know that the highest mountain in our solar system is 21.9 kilometers high? The Olympus Mons on Mars is 2.5 times the size of Mount Everest and nearly the size of France. Gotta get a copy of Mr. Bones for the Sega Saturn in your apartment. Now that would be a haul, Alice. If Ludo could find that. I'll get bones when I'm making a stew and I want to add some of that bony flavor. Okay. I mean, you just gotta keep your peepers peeled. Ludo, there's bones everywhere. There's bones just waiting to be picked up. Did you know NASA's discovered 32,000 years old bacteria in the Arctic part of Alaska permafrost? Melting the ice brought the bacteria back to life, which is of great interest to NASA to find such life forms in frozen areas of other planets. Because that sounds like a good idea. Anyone remember that Mikey game? Sega Echo the Dolphin? Wait, what's the connection between Mikey and Echo the Dolphin? Because all I remember about Mikey was he was the kid that liked the Life cereal. Mikey, oh, Mickey's Castle game. No. I mean, I never had a Sega Saturn, though, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Well, I think we've seen all the content in this game, and this was actually pretty neat. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because it was done by the dev team, but even still, I mean, I enjoyed it. It's well done. So we'll give it a thumbs up, because why not? And we will exit that creation. And I think we will continue to exit. How do I back out? No, I honestly forgot how to back out. Wah wah. There we go. Mickey's Castle of Illusion. Risa, did you ever... Did you ever hear Mickey's Japanese voice? I have not heard Mickey's Japanese voice. Mostly because I'm not like really big on the Disney. But I have the feeling I'd be terrified because I heard Ronald McDonald's Japanese voice many, many years ago. Uh, I've told this story before, but so I had friends that were up in Montreal, and my family was living in New York at this time. So I would go up to Montreal on winter breaks from university. I would spend New Year's with them, and we would watch an entire anime series over the course of New Year's Eve to New Year's morning. And the first one that we watched was Evangelion. And their copy of Evangelion had the commercials. It was actually like taped off of someone's TV in Japan and was fan subbed. So it had all the commercials, and it had a McDonald's commercial, and it had Ronald McDonald. And like Ronald's Japanese voice was super clearly a lady's voice. I mean, you know what I mean, but at the very least an AFAB voice. We'll put it that way, I guess would be the best way to put it. And it was really, really jarring because the commercial was actually, it was just the US commercial. They had just redubbed the commercial for Japan. So you had the white kids, and they had like Japanese voices. And then you had Ronald, and Ronald's got a very recognizable voice in the US, like if you've grown up with the commercials. So, wait, with a gun? I had James Pond where you fish with... Oh, I remember James Pond. Des has got all the deep-cut classics. Mood, though. Robo-Cod? It's again a fish. I love the fact, Des, that you felt that you needed to specify that Robo-Cod was also a fish. Now, I don't want to shock any of y'all. I don't want to surprise anybody, but Robo-Cod? Totally a fish. Alice says Mickey's voice is like his English, but in Japanese, and it's kind of weird because it's Mickey's voice in another language. Donald is the one that sounds exactly the same. That's interesting. Donald the Duck is like same voice in every language. Except, strangely enough, in Duck. They got a French guy to do the voice when Donald is speaking in Duck. It didn't go over very well with the duck market, turns out. And there were like lots of boycotts in the duck market because of that, because ducks hate the French. I had Custodian by Bullfrog, which was actually Lionhead devs later on. I feel like this is just like a history lesson, and I'm loving it. Duck stocks fell sharply when the French duck voice dropped. Seriously, though. Absolutely. You wonder where Milkshake Duck came from? That was the voice. It was a French voice. What do we got? I feel just completely in outer space, and not even just because, ow. Not just because we did an outer space level. Why does my eye itch like so freaking much? I need to gaffle a shaver. Now, we're still dream surfing. We got about a half an hour left. I think we'll do in the stream, and then start to wrap things up around the 2-hour 50 mark. 2-hour 50, yeah, 2-hour 50 mark. That's what I want. Those are the words. I do words. I'm very good at words. Oh, I was gonna put this down for because it's an animated painting. I was gonna use that the next time I took a break. Jeez, I feel very silly. They went on to do Black and White and Fable. Okay. Ducks have good reason to hate the French, to be honest. I mean, you're not wrong, Ludo. You're not wrong. No one's seen the music video where ducks get revenge on some kids that threw a rock at a baby duck? I have not seen that video, Des. Please tell me it was done by somebody like Pantera, because I would love if PtaER did a video about like ducks coming together to avenge a baby duck? I wonder if this is really long, because I don't know if I want to do a really long one. Play as Scora and Gabbo on their quest to find the renowned Snozzleaf to stop their granny snoring and get a good night's sleep. Up against unspeakable monsters in a gorgeous, if hazardous landscape, with their new friend Herb at their side, will they get what they wish for? Maybe we'll save that for the next stream, because I feel like that's going to be a chunky one. It's called Revenge of the Ducks, also the South will rise again? Oh my god. I don't like that at all, Ludo. I don't think, I mean, PtaER wasn't like they weren't big on the South, were they? Maybe they were, gosh, I hope not. Every PtaER member is cursed, even, oh, are they? Holy shit, I did not know. I have learned a fact very late in life. I'm glad that I learned it, but I kind of wish Dimebag Darrell's guitar had a Confederate flag on it. Ludo, I have never seen them live. I've only ever heard their music. But that being said, now that you mentioned it, wasn't one of their albums The Great Southern Trendkill? I always took that to mean that they were, like, killing the trend of the South, but thinking about it in light of this new information, I could see how I read that completely in reverse. So that's good to know. Oh, yuck! Yuck! Ludo, sometimes learning hurts, but it's necessary. And I appreciate you letting me know this, because while I'm not like a giant PtaER booster, they are on my iPod, and I will be getting them off of my iPod. PtaER's old shit slaps, but definitely yikesy dikesy. I mean, they're, if that's where they are, they're not people I really want to listen to, even if they slap. Groove metal was a mistake. I mean, besides Machine Head, they're okay. I didn't, I mean, I hadn't noticed the poo message, and now I immediately had to go look for it, so...
Welcome to the Symmetry Institute, where we strive for perfection and beauty. My name's Samantha, but you can
now,
call
what
me
about
Sim
Machine
for
Head
short.
by Bush?
Go ahead and start
which
your
is like...
aptitude test by grabbing and sliding those doors open.
If Machine Head had... If that song had stopped, like, 1 minute earlier, I think it would be a classic banger. But then it just keeps on going, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's okay, I suppose. It's okay, I suppose.
That's it. Great job. Let's get symmetrical.
Do I have to? Is this like, are we getting symmetrical with Death the Kid? Google YouTube. Everyone go to YouTube and watch Bingo Players featuring Far Eastern Movement Get Up. I'm watching the duck video now.
Nice.
Machine Head, also referred to as a tuning machine, tuner, or gearhead, is a geared apparatus for tuning string musical instruments. I did not know that. Machine heads are used on mandolins, guitars, double basses, and others, usually located on the instrument's headstock. Actually, let me put in a search for Dez's recommendation so I can watch it after the stream. Bingo Players featuring Far East Movement Get Up. Okay. Bingo Players featuring Far East Movement Get Up. Cool. I will check that out after stream. And that reminds me, since we're talking about like bands that turn out to be actual crap, NoFX. Did NoFX get weird? Or was that just like, were they always weird and I just didn't notice? Because I remember this came up like this came up about a year ago maybe, but they had a new video. Let me check the history. They had a new video, and I know I watched the video, and then I set it to watch again because I wanted to see if what I had seen was actually what I had seen, but, well, where the hell did you go? Library. But I feel like the video was... the video was called Fuck Euphemism, and I feel like it was like a lot of, yes! Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Alice, for backing me up on that, because I kind of thought that when I watched the video. And then, because I watched it like last year, maybe even before that, it wasn't in the before, it was definitely in the after, but even still, and I was like, that seems weird. That's kind of off. So, okay, my assessment was correct. Good to know. NoFX is, yeah, good. Propaganda are good, but they're barely pop punk. I haven't listened to Propaganda in like forever.
Nice.
Nice. There was like one particular song that I really liked by Propaganda, and now I can't remember what the hell it was called. iTunes, save me, because I do have it on iTunes. Open Apply. Apuri. They're one of the few old punk bands that are still putting out good material. Okay, we got a 5. We don't have a 5 there. Can this go up? Okay, so it can't go up. Propaganda didn't exist in my head until like 2009, so I always forget they were active in the 90s. That's when I know them from. And I did get to see Propaganda once. They came through town on Warped Tour. Oh god, this is terrible. And by terrible, I mean it's really neat, but like my brain doesn't work, so this is obviously not going to work out for us. Where's Propaganda here? Propaganda, 1 album, 14 songs. Less talk, more rock. Nation States. Nation States is the song I used to love. That's a really good one. All you people in your good bands, all I saw was Mortal Sin before they broke up, opening for Mastodon and Slayer. I mean, you kind of got shafted, Hive, being on the south side of the planet. I have to imagine it was a bit difficult for any kind of mid-range bands to get down where you were. I'm off, gotta get ready and rescue my parents from our kids. Des, I am so glad that you got boosted. And I wish you and your family all good health. Give everybody a big hug for me. And we will catch you perhaps tomorrow night. We'll be doing a stream tomorrow night. Oh, this just like automatically locks on shit? That's not, I don't like that. Okay, so we don't have anything that looks like that. So we're gonna move. I think we got something that looks like this. Oh, no, 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 don't spin away, don't turn away. Stay, no, stop. God bless it, I need you to stay still. It just rotates, stop rotating. This is, I need to tell, this is awkward as shit. Like, this is just totally awkward, because they don't stay in place. And they don't turn the way you would think they would turn. God bless it. I see the thing I needed to be on, but it won't go there. Okay, stay. Good dog. Okay. No, 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 stop, 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 stop. I need to spin. No, you're spinning the wrong piece. Why does this hate me? Why does this, like, totally effing hate us? Stop. Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Holy Christ.
Symbols, symbols, symbols. Look at all those symbols.
Don't these symbols summon Cenobites? Say that 3 times fast. Don't these symbols summon Cenobites? Don't these symbols summon Cenobites? Don't these symbols summon Cenobites? See, I could do it, but that's only because I am a professional. I'm trained in summoning Cenobites.
Symbols look like they're almost the same, but not quite.
Listen, creepy British voice, I need you to stop. I would have stopped playing this as soon as I heard the British robo voice.
The devil's in the details on this one.
Nah. These look like the arcane symbols in every late 90s, early 2000s, like, demon adventure game. And I kind of love it, but I also kind of hate it. I think I saw that one. Or perhaps I did not. Can we move the blocks? Okay, thankfully we cannot move the blocks. So... this remains awkward, by the way. Alright, are there 2 dots? No, we do not have a 2-dot mother. So that's clearly wrong. We got 1 dot and an upside down V. Oh, 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 go back, go back, go back. I think we saw you. Excuse me? Okay, there's our... Wait, no, it's not the same, though. You are filled with soft, juicy lies, and I hate you. Well, what am I supposed to do? Can I move these? No. Do I care? I mean, honestly, not that much. Wait, but no, this does not have a consummate V on it. Do I really want to summon a Cenobite tonight? No, honestly, I don't, though, is the thing. But thank you, Symmetry, whatchamacallit. I mean, you were neat. You were not neat. I appreciate your neatness. Extended plays. Okay, so we definitely don't have time for extended plays tonight. We're looking for kind of short stuff that we can... That looks like my Stalker's art. I seriously doubt that it is, but it's very reminiscent, and I super don't need that. I wonder if she's doing stuff on Dreams, and we're gonna, like, find her stuff on accident? Because that would be uncomfortable. That would be straight up uncomfortable. Haven't we done all of these? I'm pretty sure we have. Or at least we've done a bunch of them. In fact, I think we've played Blissful Bunnies, haven't we? That would be a thing I would like you to not have to go through. I mean, as long as it wouldn't require any actual contact between us, that would be great. Because I could definitely do without without that. But I would just kind of like not like to run into her stuff. Because I get recommended her stuff on LBP all the time, and it's just like, you know, but actually no. Oh, this is pretty. Sorry, boy, can't go further. The road is blocked. It's 10 gold coins. I'll pay 15 coins, because I'm nice. And we got a nut? Okay, we got move, jump, attack, dash, and use item. Easy peasy. Stalker, did I miss something or is this older stuff? Also feel free not to explain if you don't want to. It's older stuff. You didn't miss anything, I mean, it wasn't anything that was going on, I think, once we met. And it's not a story that I particularly mind telling, but it is kind of a long one, so it might be easier if I just, like, tell it to you in text. But it was a trip. It was a whole trip. Let's see. Okay. L1 and triangle. Oh, that was slick. I mean, it was one of those things where it was a lot at the time. But ultimately oh fudge. Ultimately it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like it could have ended up a lot worse than it did. Which I deeply appreciate. I mean, I appreciate that it didn't turn out worse than it did. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, we got this. We got this. Alright, we gotta get the switch. What do we... There was something else I was gonna say, and now I don't remember. What was I gonna tell y'all? Was it about Super Cub? Because I started reading Super Cub, and I'm really liking it. I'm very early on so far, but Super Cub's on my watch list. Like that's why I ended up picking up the manga. Like I've heard so much about the anime, and honestly I do think that it might work better in anime form than it does in actual... Wait. X down circle. Oh, gotcha. I have the feeling that, like, the visual of it might work... It might work better in motion than it does in, crumbs. In just, like, static images. But it's really quite beautiful, even in static. Just to get on our Super Cub. I was reading... I guess what got me really interested in it is... I was reading, what are they called? It's a crew that does kind of feminist looks at anime. Anifem? Are they called Anifem? And somebody was writing about that and kind of how it deals with liminality and depression. And I was like, that sounds really, really cool. And lo and behold, so far it is actually, in fact, really, really cool. Anime feminist. Thank you. See, nice and easy. But that was part of my anime haul. Or not my anime haul, my manga haul when I went out to Nakano. I picked up Yotsuba 15 because I never got around to picking that up, and I have it now. I picked up the first two issues of So I'm a Spider, So What? Because I've heard a lot of good things about that. And I picked up 2 issues of something called Nakano Boogie Woogie, which I know nothing about, but just that it's set in recognizably Nakano, and I love that, so... So I got Air Dash, but it's not really helping me. Oh, or it's totally helping me. Good to know. Ah! Did I just bounce off a fish? I should have gotten an achievement for bouncing off a fish. That's pretty freaking awesome, don't you think? Game. This game is not recognizing my skills, which I am using to pay my bills. This is totally not true, by the way. I'm using almost no skills to pay my bills. I mean, I'm just... How did I die? I died. How did I die? Oh, come on. You're gonna make me start back here? Nice animation on the horse, though. I appreciate that. It's not a bad soundtrack, though. Fudge. Just... Could you... No? Maybe not. I guess we don't have the ups for that. This game makes a mockery of me. Why must this game mock me so? I know I shouldn't hyper-focus on the mix of this game's music, but damn, this mix is awful, and why is the percussion so quiet? I mean, everything is kind of quiet, Ludo? And I'm not going to get on your case. Please, by all means, hyper-focus on anything that you like. Air dash plus down attack. Eh? That was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh, crumbs. Okay, I'm gonna give... I guess just 1 or 2 more shots, and then we might do the wrap up. It's doing a Shovel Knight. Is it? I never played Shovel Knight, so I am unfamiliar with the air dash bounces from Shovel Knight. In that case, I'll probably never play Shovel Knight because I'm hating that. I mean, it's neat and everything, but I'm very much not good for it. Oh no! What are we oh knowing about? Is it my death? Because I'm dying a lot here, Hive. Oh no, Shovel Knight does it much more approachably. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I still don't know if I'd ever play Shovel Knight, but it's good to know that it's not awful. Shovel Knight takes it from Zelda 2D, Zelda 2 and DuckTales. DuckTales was well implemented. Oh shit. Fuck. Fuck. No. Oh. Ah. The sprite of the character looks facial. I thought that too! Alice, I thought that too! I'm glad it wasn't just me! I'm sitting here thinking he got like a backpack and a white hood. It's gotta be that dude from Adventure Time. Alright, this is all fun and games, but I think I've had just about enough of this. So... We're gonna go back to the hub. I think we're gonna go back to the hub. Let's start to do the wind down, start to do the wrap up. Because we are almost at the 3-hour point. And I do need to wake up in the mornings. So, what are we looking at? Flynn is the dude, Jake. The dog is Jake. Okay. I I'm mostly know Adventure Time osmotically through like fan art and shit like that. Cause that was after I came here. I would like to sit down with it. I've heard it's fairly decent, but yeah, I don't really have any knowledge beyond the fact that there's a vampiress who's dating a bubblegum princess, which I'm totally down with. You know, got no problems with that. Um, yeah. Okay, my brain meats are going. I do remember, due to their alternate universe gender, opposite versions are named Fiona and Cake. I mean, I'm down for Cake. I'm 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 right there for Cake. I got no problems with that. What are we looking at? What's coming up? Tomorrow, let me look at the calendar actually, just so I can figure out how many days we have left in this awful, awful year. Okay, actually, next week is January. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna roll the dice and try to do a Hades. I think that might be fun, and hopefully it won't cause my breaker to flip. I've really got my fingers crossed on that one, but, you know, hopefully it should be okay. So we're gonna try to do a Hades tomorrow, and I think on Thursday, because I do need to get some LBP stuff done, so I think on Thursday we might do an LBP creation stream. Like, more on the creation side than on the actual community levels side. And then next week Monday, we will be starting Biohazard 4, friends and neighbors. I don't know how far we're gonna get. I don't know if we're gonna finish it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see Leon as he finally commits to his path of being a quippy emo genocider. I mean, he wasn't like a total genocider in 4, from what I can remember of other people's Let's Plays, but like he was getting into that like adventure action hero 80s quips and just killing folks for fun. So, and you know, definitely not Spain, absolutely not Spain. So hopefully we'll be able to deal with that. I mean, I think we're gonna have a good time with it. I'm a little bit nervous about some of the gameplay sections, just if I'm gonna be able to handle them like from a skill level. But I mean, I always have fun with the Biohazard games, so I'm tentatively got my fingers crossed, because this is the only Biohazard game I've played that I haven't finished. Is that no? That's not true. Well, I didn't finish Zero, but that's only because I rented Zero from Blockbuster Video, which instantly dates the hell out of me. And I just didn't have time to finish it. But yeah, 4 is the only one that I totally had to give up on. So thinking 20 years of perspective, 20 years of honing my gameplay skills, also not being high as a fucking kite, probably should legally distinct Spain. I love it. I love it. But all those factors together should probably give us the edge as far as actually completing Biohazard. So next Monday, Tuesday, my Monday, Tuesday, I don't know when that time is for you, but next Monday, Tuesday will be Biohazard 4, and next Thursday will be, I don't know, since we're doing the extra creation mode stuff this week, maybe next Thursday will be a roll the dice on a roguelike game. Thinking about that now, but I am very excited. I'm looking forward to it. But that pretty much does it here this go about. I'd like to throw a special shout out, although I don't know if they're still in chat or if they'll watch the DVD later. But to Miss 001, for dropping in as a first-time viewer, it was very, very nice to have you here, and I hope that you have a wonderful night. And it's, as always, just wonderful having all of you here. This makes my week, especially this last week, because it's been weird. We didn't get to talk about it, but maybe we'll get to talk about it tomorrow, because, like, let me tell you, weirdness has abounded the last couple of days, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that maybe tomorrow. But thank you. Thank you all. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay knowing that if you need to get in touch with anybody, my DMs are always open, as always. And from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, not Osaka, Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, thank you. Arigato. Arigasamurata. Sayonara. See you, and ciao.